Now I realize this is not a Briggs of Rods video, so I'm sorry if you're disappointed about that, but I've been looking to kind of get this channel going again, talking about monster truck industry related news, along with what's going on with the heavy metal community, along with rock and blues thrown in there as well. So once again, I'm sorry if you're disappointed about the lack of the Rigs of Rods uploads. I'm probably not going to be doing that anymore. But like I said, I want to cover a lot of what's going on in the upcoming 2017 season of various Monster Truck promotions. Obviously, Monster Jam, Monster Truck Throwdown, Toughest Monster Truck Tour, and whoever else is out there, I'm sure I'm going to cover it. I wanted to first talk about what's going on so far with Monster Jam. They did a live stream on Facebook and many new things were mentioned. I have a list of what I believe are kind of the main points to get out of the live stream that they did. The first point would be the new tours that they plan on doing. Apparently it's a total of 10 tours, and 5 of these tours will actually have points. 2 of these 5 tours are going to be stadium, and 3 will be arena. If this is correct, there will be a larger amount of drivers that have to earn their way into the World Finals, but it's still not nearly enough, in my opinion. I believe that everyone should have to earn their way in, but Feld is a business. They don't want to risk certain trucks, certain sponsors, and certain drivers not making it to the World Finals, and this could lead to a lot of negativity being hashed out to their part. But overall, I'm glad to hear about more point series being used for this year. I think it's going to be interesting, and I'm going to look at the tours of being more within themselves, looking at who's the best out of the group of trucks, the group of drivers that is used in the tour, and less of like a qualifying for the World Finals kind of deal. Speaking of these new tours, Feld unveiled some new track designs that would be used for the tours, both the stadium and the arena. The stadium tours are going to have almost the same exact track design they've had for the past 2 years, which is ridiculous to me. I don't understand why they are so insistent on using the same track design at every single venue, especially considering there was a time when Feld was running Monster Jam where certain track designs were only used for one show, and then you'd never see them again. It's that kind of lack of creativity that I feel is kind of hindering Monster Jam from growing. I feel that their track designs now are repetitive, they lack creativity, and they're not very effective in showing what their talent can really achieve. This aside, the actual lineups are shaping up to be very impressive. A good mix of independents along with Feld drivers, and at this point they haven't really shown the whole lineups. Only about 12 trucks for the stadium tours, and the arena tours they look to be about correct in terms of the amount of trucks. So I'm sure later on down the road the full stadium tours will be announced. Another aspect I want to talk about when considering the new tours was going to be the points rewarded for consistency rather than just winners, which I believe is a large improvement over this past season and the season before, where only winners were being awarded points, which to me is ridiculous. It should be more out of, like, say you have 8 drivers at a show, rather than the winners getting 1 or 2 points. It should be out of 8 points, so a winner would get 8 points, 7 points, 6 points, so on for second and third place. That kind of deal, just to give you a basic overview of what I was hoping would happen, and I think that's what they're going to be doing for these upcoming tours. Feld also unveiled some new trucks. One of these trucks was a Shark 3D body. I've never really been a fan of 3D bodies ever since I was a little kid. Never really was all that impressed by them, but they're still going to do it anyway. I know there are a lot of little kids out there, Feld's target audience, who do like the 3D bodies, so they're going to go along with that. Another truck they unveiled was the dump truck, which many people thought was a ripoff of Jerry Beck's Dirt Crew. He posted something about it on Facebook, and he didn't seem to really take issue with it, even saying that he was hoping that he could compete with Feld's dump truck in the near future. So I don't know if that's how he really feels or not, but anyway, that's kind of what they were going for. I'm sure they're going to announce some new trucks as we approach the beginning of the season. One of the biggest issues I have so far with Feld and the upcoming season would be the kind of banning of any kind of violent related truck schemes or designs that have been used in the past. For example, the new Metal Militia has completely been redone in order to remove the guns that were shown on the side of the truck before, along with Soldier Fortune. The Soldier Fortune truck will be lacking the turret that was on top, which to me gave that truck just a little bit of an edge. I thought that was pretty neat. But the biggest issue regarding the loss of the guns or the banning of the guns would be Gunslinger, and Scott Hartsock going to have to use the Slinger name rather than Gunslinger in order to appease Feld, and I don't think that's very fair to him. But then again, if he's going to compete with Monster Jam and Feld, he's going to have to abide by their rules. It really sucks for him. I've known Gunslinger all this time. I've known the truck for many, many years, ever since I started watching, and it's pretty sad to see it come to this point where you're taking a product that is already heavily focused towards children and making it even more for children and PC cowards. But that's the way it's going to be. Feld also announced anniversaries for not only their company but for Gravedigger. A lot of people knew about the upcoming 35th anniversary of Dennis Anderson driving the Gravedigger, and they also talked about 25 years of Monster Jam, which isn't exactly correct. I think it's more like 25 years of the USHRA. I'm not sure if the Monster Jam name was used all the way back then, and I don't think it was used up until the Motor Madness era. Then again, I'm not sure. It's their deal. Oh well. Final thing I wanted to cover that was talked about during the live stream was Medusa's farewell tour, which I kind of have mixed feelings about, because even though she had success in earlier years, I feel like her present performances have been kind of lacking, and she's kind of being overshadowed by the younger talent, the younger females, who personally I believe perform a little bit better than she does. But she definitely has her place in history, obviously being the first female monster truck driver, and then also what she did with the Major League of Monster Trucks, which most people don't really know about. But I also want to cover that promotion during one video as well. I think that's it for now. I know that Feld said that they were going to do more live streams leading into the first quarter, and I'm probably going to cover those when they happen, and obviously when the first quarter actually gets started, want to cover all the shows that happen, want to go over what's going on, and see what happens from there. I hope you enjoy the video, and thanks for watching.